What's up guys, Adam here and welcome to a Let's Talk FIFA 18. Now, the game came out in September and I've had a lot of fun with FIFA 17, especially the way the channel has been growing. It slowed down a little bit, but I'm still thankful for all your guys' support. And we're 6 months into the life cycle of FIFA 17 and we still do have 6 months to go. And overall, I think this game went down better than FIFA 16 because FIFA 16 had quite a lot of problems that I think FIFA 17 addressed, but I still think EA Sports could work on a little something more for FIFA 18. Now, today I'm going to be strictly talking about the manager and player career mode. I might have a Let's Talk Ultimate Team, Let's Just Talk an online, because I do play Ultimate Team time to time. You guys know that. I don't really show it on the channel. I honestly barely show it on the channel. I maybe did one pack opening at the beginning of the season, and then other than that, I have not shown you anything about Ultimate Team. And that's because it's enjoyable, but then sometimes it just gets a little bit too competitive. But we're going to be saving that for another video. Today, we're going to be talking strictly about the manager and player career modes for FIFA 18, and hopefully they can address some of these things and maybe put some new features into next year's career mode that will make it a lot more enjoyable. So let's get into it right away. Let's start off with the manager career mode. Now, what I would like to see next season, that I said last season, I would like to see the Creation Center come back. The Creation Center was possibly one of my most favorite features because for people who don't play Ultimate Team, it's fun doing career modes with certain teams, doing all that, trying to bring them up, trying to sign great players, trying to develop your youth, trying to do everything. But then after a certain point, sometimes it gets a little bland, it gets a little stale, and it does get a little bit boring. The Creation Center allows for so many possibilities that are endless. I remember back in FIFA 12, when they actually announced it, I think it was FIFA 12 when it first came in. Yes, it was FIFA 12. And then FIFA 13, I had the most fun using the Creation Center. You can create your teams, you can create your kits, you can put sponsors on your kits. And that's something I'm going to be going to another game that PES does very, very well with their edit mode, that you can create your own team, you could create your own kits on your PC, put them on a USB, and then put them into the game. I think it's a fantastic feature, and I hope that EA Sports could maybe see this video and please implement something like that into this game, because the Creation Center was here for FIFA 12, 13, and then 14, and then it never ended up on next gen, and that's pretty... I don't know what kind of move EA did with that, because next gen opened to a lot more possibilities. They just didn't take the chance and put the Creation Center on next gen. I would like to see them bring back the Creation Center and revamp it. Maybe when you create a club, you can create a stadium, you can, add to that stadium. It would be cool. You could choose the number of seats you have in your stadium. You can design it from the ground up, and it would be like a little create a club mode. I think that would add so much more, especially for series on YouTube. For guys like me who want to, sometimes I like to think of series and then I'm like, okay, I can't really do that because there's limitations on the game. I think they should bring back the Creation Center, and I hope that they're working on it right now, because that is something I would really like to see come back in FIFA 18, and I think it could be a great little feature. Now let's move on to some things that, they could possibly add in the managerial career mode. I think it's pretty cool with the objectives that they did this season, and I do not want them to change that. Something that's been bothering me for the past couple of years is the youth teams. I'm honestly fine with the way they do the youth teams this season. I really do like it. You can build up some beasts. You can get some great players that turn out into incredible players in the future, as you see in my Milan career mode. But yeah, I think they should have a little something where you're able to play with your youth team, where you have like under 21 and under whatever 20, 19 and all that, and you can play with the younger players. You can swap back and forth, because I know that in the NHL series, because I've played the NHL series all my life, and they have a thing where, because NHL, if you guys don't know what hockey, they basically have the National Hockey League, and then they have the American Hockey League, where they have like a little farm team where they can send down and send up players. I think they could work something like that, because you can play the whole season in the AHL, and then you could also play the whole season in the NHL, and this could translate into FIFA, where you can play your whole calendar, you know, all your games in, let's say, whatever league you choose, but you could also play with your youth teams. And the youth players are randomly generated at the start, and you could also bring up youth players from scouting and all that. I think that would add so much more, and then you never know, some players could develop into great players without even knowing. Like players who start out at like a 30 overall, they could end up being absolutely incredible. And I think you could start tracking players from a young age. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe you could play with like 13-year-old players, 14-year-old players, and watch them as they grow. I think it could be fantastic. It would add a lot more depth to the career mode, and I think that's something that I wish and I hope that they will be working towards in the newest installment of FIFA, which is going to be FIFA 18. We're going to start to see some trailers. We're going to start to see all that. I just hope they, you know, direct some of their attention into career mode and not just Ultimate Team. Now let's move into my final topic, because managerial career mode, I think it's cool. You know, some of the features we have, and I would just really like them to add the creation center and just revamp the youth system. Let's move on to a player career mode. Now, player career, one thing I want to say that, you know, I really have no idea why they took it out in this game. Where's the game face? Where is the game face? Why did EA take out the game face? I don't know if they had limitations when they were developing the game, but it's weird that FIFA 16 had it, and then this season it's just not there, and like I have no explanation. I literally searched some places and I cannot find why EA did not put the game face into the game. I think it adds a lot more, you know, personalization to your pro. I think the player career mode is pretty cool. I don't really think there's much more you can add to the player career mode, but I would really like to see the player career mode have the game phase back into it. And that ties in with the creation center, because you can create players, you can create clubs, and you could literally start your pro in the team you create, and then you can try and bring them from the lowest league in your selected country and try to bring them all the way to the top, and eventually try to reach that glory of becoming one of the best clubs in the world, and also becoming one of the best players in the world with the player career. I think the accomplishments are perfect. I really do not want them to change that. They've had it for such a long time, and I think it really works well. And even with the training, you can train your player to become one of the best players in the world. I think the player career mode is great. I would really like them to bring back the game face, like I said, implement the creation center once again, and just revamp it with some of the ideas I've been putting down. I know I'm not a developer, and I know these things take time and effort, and you know, you have to work hard at it to actually put these things in the game, but I wish they would take the time to focus on career mode and try to revamp it and bring in some of these features that I would like to have. And also, I would actually like something in the manager career mode, because if you play Pro Evolution Soccer PES 2017, they have a team spirit, and there's like player roles. Like a player can get a captain role or whatever, and whenever he's the captain, it'll boost up the team spirit. I think like a team spirit type thing would actually work in FIFA, where the more you play your players, the more they get to know each other. Especially if you sign a new player, you can't just throw them into the squad and there you go, everything's good, all the players work in sync. I think there should be like an adjusting period for some players that you sign in the transfer market. So let's say we start off in July, you don't sign anybody, then in January, where the team's not doing too well or whatever, even if the team's doing good, and you sign a big name player, I think there should be like an adjusting period for the player where he needs to play a certain amount of matches. Not necessarily a certain, you know, specific games, like certain amount of matches. I think like just the more he plays, the better form he gets in, the more he, you know, becomes in sync with all the other players. And I think they should add something like a team spirit where it goes up and down depending if players are in good form, if players are in bad form. I think it will give a little more incentive to play the players who are in good form and try to bring the players who are in bad form up to good form just by playing them. I don't know, I'm just talking right now. I think that could be a good idea if they implement some sort of team spirit or team chemistry like Ultimate Team into career mode. But yeah, let me know, guys. I've said all that I have to say. I would like the creation center and the youth teams to be a little bit revamped. I hope EA could take that into consideration. Also, player career mode, I think it's fine. Just would like the game face and maybe a team spirit, team chemistry type of deal in the manager career mode. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed and agree with some of the things I have been saying. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Do it!
Do what?
Just do it!
Okay, do what?
Do it!
Subscribe to my channel! But I already am subscribed. Oh. So subscribe to my second channel! And also, follow me on Twitter at @TheNobzYT.
No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it!
But I can't.
Yes, you can!
Oh, okay.